Our Sunday's market review is here. I salute all of you for watching. This week, we want to look at what the market will be like and what are the opportunities available. But before that, let's look at what last week's review was and how it turned out. Last week, we gave 2 trades. We gave 2 forecasts. Unfortunately, the 2 went into a loss. We gave 2 trades, which was GBP CHF. We said we should look at a buy, and then also NZD CHF. We said we should look at a buy. But unfortunately, if I take you to the chart right now, you will see that the 2 trades didn't go our way. First of all, let's look at the GBP CHF. This is GBP CHF. And as you can see, GBP CHF on the 1 hour, if I go on the weekly, you will see that it was a sell. The whole of this week, GBP CHF came sell. This is the weekly time frame, so it came sell. No buy. A total sell of 128 pips. A total sell of 128 pips. So it means we lost this one. Again, we gave NZD CHF also a buy. And as we can all see, it was also a total sell, which came about 70 to 71 pips. So this was also a loss. This is the weekly time frame. If you go to the daily or the 1 hour or the 4 hour, you can see this is the daily, this is the 4 hour, this is the 1 hour time frame. So it was a loss for the 2 trades. So what is it like for us in this week? Let's look at it. This week, I have, again, my currency strength meter that I want to share with you. A few of you are asking me how I get this information or how I develop this information. I will be showing you the site or where I go to pick my data from or where I go to pick my information from. So when I pick that information, I sum it all up, and then I'm able to make a currency strength meter. I have already taught you or shown you how to create your own currency strength meter. I think that video is right here on this channel. So there are several ways and several calculations people use in creating their own currency strength meters. So I have demonstrated how you can create one for yourself on this YouTube channel, Leading Forex. So if you haven't watched that video, I may suggest that you go and watch it, and you may get the information as to how you can also create a currency strength meter. So this one is here. And this week, by looking at what we are seeing here, I have said the green ones shows the strongest, the red one shows the weakest. So as it stands now, if we are to go by what I am demonstrating or showing you now, you will see that CHF is the strongest at the moment, followed by JPY. After JPY, we have GBP and then USD. So CHF is the most strongest, followed by JPY, followed by GBP, and then followed by USD. If we are to look at the weaker ones, AUD is the most weakest, followed by, I think, Euro, followed by NZD, and then followed by CAD. So this is how I am able to demonstrate in terms of the strengths and weaknesses. And we are going to use the strengths and weaknesses to forecast into the coming week to see how the outcome will be. Okay. Now, first of all, when it comes to currency strength meters like this, you are always supposed to look at pairing the stronger ones versus the weaker ones. That is the basic thing you're supposed to do. Pairing the stronger ones versus the weaker ones. And if that is the case, we're supposed to pair the stronger ones, which is JPY and CHF, with the weaker ones that we see. So you can look at AUD JPY, let me type. You can look at AUD, let me bold it, AUD JPY. And if you are looking at AUD JPY, what direction are you supposed to be looking at? You're supposed to be looking at what? A sell. Because AUD is weak, JPY is strong. So when the quote currency is strong, and I think you understand what is meant by a quote currency. A quote currency is the second currency on the right. And then the base currency is the currency or the first currency on the right. Sorry, on the left. On the left. So in this case, AUD is the first currency on the left. JPY is the next currency on the right. So the quote currency is the second currency, which is JPY. So whenever the quote currency is strong and you have a currency pair like AUD JPY, where the JPY is the strongest, you are supposed to be looking for a sell opportunity. Does this make sense? Because whenever the base currency is weak and the quote currency is strong, the quote currency, which is the second currency, will try to push the base currency down. Their direction will be downwards. Whenever the quote currency is strong, the direction the pair will go is downwards, or a sell direction. And whenever the base currency is strong, the direction it will go is buy. So whenever the base currency, in this case, if AUD, which is the base currency, happens to be the strongest, AUD JPY will be a buy. But because JPY is rather the strongest, that is how come AUD JPY, we are looking at what? A sell. Does this make sense? Good. The next currency you can pair is Euro JPY. So if you pair Euro JPY, let me try clearing the AUD one. If you look at Euro JPY, in this case, JPY is the strongest and Euro here is the weakest. So we are looking at JPY and Euro. So what direction are we supposed to be looking at this pair? We're supposed to be looking at a sell also, because JPY is the quote currency, the second currency on the right. So because of that, it will take the base currency downwards, which is a sell. So Euro JPY, we're supposed to be looking at a sell. All right. The next currency we're supposed to pair here will be maybe NZD JPY. So NZD JPY. What direction are we supposed to be looking at? Also a sell, because JPY is on the right and it is the strongest. So we're supposed to be looking at what? A sell opportunity. Is that okay? Fine. The same way you can take CHF and then do the same pairing with the rest. So you can look at Euro CHF, which is Euro Chef. You can also look at maybe AUD CHF or AUD Chef. You can also look at NZD Chef. Is that okay? Now, these are the pairings you can do to get your currencies. Now, after getting this, let's go to the technical side and look at what the market is saying on the technical analysis in terms of the chart. So I would like you to take you to the chart now, and then we look at what the market is saying on the chart. So here we are on the chart. We are saying that if you want to trade, we are looking at AUD-JPY sell. And already, as you can see, AUD-JPY is on the sell mood at this moment. So it's still going to come down the more. That is AUD-JPY. If you look at Euro-JPY, this is Euro-JPY. If I zoom in a bit, this is how Euro-JPY is looking. On the trend, it is on a buy. On a buy trend, but something has happened. And let's see what has happened. This is on a buy side because the market is moving at the top side. But that top side has broken. This is on the 1 hour. Why am I saying so? If I pick this line here, this tool here, it is called draw trend line. The tools here, you can make good use of them. If I pick the draw trend line tool here, which is here, and then I try to draw a trend line by joining two supports. Now, this tool can be modified. In this way, you double click on it. When it highlights like this, you right click on it, you go to trend line properties, then you come to parameters, you take off the ray. You take the ray off. Now the ray is off. So now you can hold and drag it to wherever you want to drag it to. A lot of people ask me how they can take that thing off, but I think this video is here to show you how you can take that thing off. So when you finish, then you leave it like this. You double click like this, you have it. When you double click on it, you can reduce it and do whatever you want. But if it is on the ray format, you can't do anything about it. I think you have learned something by watching this. So we have drawn our trend line. This is how the market has been moving for the past few days. But this trend line is broken and has gone to retest the trend line. Okay, the trend line is broken. It got broken here. These were the two support areas, which got broken by this candle by moving it downwards like this. And then it has gone back to retest the same level that got broken, which is here on the trend line, and it has begun making its way down. So we expect to see a sell to the downside, which is Euro-JPY. This is 1 hour time frame. So per the currency strength meter and what technical is telling us here, we're supposed to get a sell on this trade. So this is going to be one of our currencies. Euro-JPY, let's look at a sell. Okay. Euro-JPY, we are going to be looking at what? A sell for it. And like we've been doing in the past, when I give a signal like this, you're supposed to give it a take profit of 100 and a stop loss of 100. A take profit of 100 and then a stop loss of 100. That has been the rule we've been using, just for you to allow the trade to run, for you to see how it goes. Then maybe in the near future, you can kind of modify it to suit your way or your style. So, but for now, we are going by the old strategy we were using. So in this case, the old strategy was that any trade that we get, we give it a take profit of 100 and then a stop loss of 100. So this trade, Euro-JPY, what is our entry point? Normally, I advise that when the market opens, you will allow an hour or two so that the spread for the currencies can close. Because whenever the market opens, all brokers, they open their spread wide. And when you allow an hour or two, the spread will close, or the gap will close in terms of the spread, then you can now take your trade. So I will repeat the same thing, that when the market opens, in Ghana here, it opens at 9 p.m. on Sundays, 9 p.m. on Sundays. So when the market opens, maybe from 11 p.m., if you are still awake, you can put your sell on Euro-JPY. That is going to be our first trade. and then you give it a take profit of 100 pips, and then a stop loss of what? 100 pips. The current price of the market is 169.298. But when the market opens, I don't know what price it might open at. So I am not going to give you the price. And I do not know what price it will be after 2 hours. So because of that, I won't give any price. But when the market opens, allow an hour or two to pass. Then you can now take your trade. Does this make sense? Good. So that is our first trade. Let's look at another trade. What other trade can we pick? I'm only going to give two. Okay, let's look at GBP JPY. GBP JPY to yes, looks a sell at this very moment because this has been the trend. And that trend is broken. It has been on a buy, but that trend is broken. It has gone after it broke the trend here. It went up to retest that level. If you want to get it right, you can pick it from here. You pick it from here, then you pick it from here. So these two support lines, it broke and went back to retest the trend line, and it's making its way to the downside. And also you can begin to see that from the upside to the trade is not able to make a higher high. But this is on the 1 hour time frame. You can see that the trade is not able to make a higher high, but rather higher lows. These are terms, if you don't understand, you may have to go to my beginner videos and start watching. So it's beginning to make higher lows. This means that the way to the upside is exhausted, and we are beginning to look for the downside. Are we good? So we should begin to look for that sell also on GBP JPY. And then maybe USD JPY. USD JPY, this is USD JPY. And you can see the same thing. Almost all the currencies are doing the same thing. You see it? The trend got broken. And after it broke here, it retested here and came down, went back up trying to retest it, and now it is hanging there. And we are hoping that it will make its way back to the downside, which is what? A sell. Again, if you look, like I was saying, the momentum to the upside looks a bit over because it is not able to make a new higher high. It is kind of higher lows at this moment. So we should begin to expect a sell to the downside. So that is also USD JPY. So roughly we have three trades: Euro JPY, we have GBP JPY, and then USD JPY. These are all sell, sell, sell trades. 3 sell trades are what we are looking at. 3 sell trades. But I always advise that if this is the first time you are taking my signals or my market review trades, I would suggest that you do this on demo for at least 1 week or 2 weeks, or better still, maybe 1 month, to see how the trades will go before you begin to put that on your live account. Okay? You can do this for 1 hour, sorry, one month. You can do this for 1 month. That's 4 weeks. After 4 weeks, you sit back and analyze and see whether what I am giving to you here is worth putting it on your live account. Is that okay? But those of you who have been with me for some time, maybe you understand the way forward. But this is it. We have 3 trades: Euro JPY sell, GBP JPY sell, and then USD JPY sell. We are going for 100 pips in terms of take profit, and also 100 pips in terms of what? Stop loss. So let's be good to go. That's what I want to say. So whatever happens, I'll let you know in the course of the week or at the end of the week. But I also give signals in my free Telegram channel, and then signals also in my VIP channel. The cost to join my VIP channel is $100 for 12 months. But if you do not have the money to subscribe for the VIP, don't worry yourself. Be in the free group and then build yourself up. In the course of the week, when I get signals, I'll drop it there. Trade them, and then when you are able to make some profits, you can then decide to pay for the VIP. Is that okay? If you also have the money and you want to pay for the VIP, you are allowed to do so. It's $100 for 12 months. It's a yearly subscription, so take note of that. And then again, what I want to also say is that I will be doing more of gold trades these days. I may want to come live for us to take some trades together on my live account. Whenever in the course of the week I spot a trade, I may do a Zoom call and then tell you I am about to take this trade on my live account, and this is the analysis I am doing. And this is the analysis that is giving me that signal. I'll do all that. And then I'll go ahead and take the trade. And then you can also take the trade along. So it is important that you be on this channel, which is this YouTube channel, and also be in my groups, which is the Telegram channel, the WhatsApp channel, and then which one? They are the two channels, yes. But when it comes to handles or social media handles, I have Facebook, Leading Forex. I also have Instagram, Leading Forex. I have TikTok, Leading Forex GH, and then YouTube, Leading Forex. I'll see you in all these platforms for us to make money together. Until then, take very good care of yourself, and let's see how this week will go. Today's date is 9th of June, the year 2024. I am giving you the date so that in case you are watching this video later, you will know the day or the date I called for this trades. All right. Thank you, and I'll see you again in other videos.